I don't really remember writing Speaking Nothing. I kind of stumbled across it. I remember sort of being right here, sat right here, and just playing on the keyboard in front of me, and I came up with this little motif. And that motif led to another motif, and then that led to another motif, and then before I knew it, I was in this quilt of sound. And this quilt of sound immediately was transporting for me. It reminded me of a very specific person in my life, or who was in my life, and it just brought this cascade of grief, which came to sort of be what the song is about, this regret, this yearning, this desire to speak, but understanding that there's nothing that can be said, there's nothing to say, hence the song's name, Speaking Nothing. So yeah, just to be told, I don't really remember writing too much of it, but I do remember the weekend that I had just started. After I just started writing it, I went to go see my brother who was finishing up his degree, and I was staying with him and I was helping him just finish a few submissions, and there was a Rhodes in his university, and that was the sound that I had started actually using to write Speaking Nothing, and I started playing it out while my brother was just sat there sort of listening, and I just knew that this song was just something really special, and that I wanted it to be this sound world that I built, and these memories that were elicited were something that that I wanted to continue to work around and to continue to make. And then that was the idea, really, to make an album that way. You know, one of the most precarious things about writing music is the words or songs. You know, songs themselves are the words. That's always the thing that I found the most tough, right? It's like how far you go, you know, how much you say. You know, you have like Taylor Swift, that kind of she's a master at that, you know, in a way, but she's a master at doing it in a way that's so real for her, right? She writes lyrics that are so poignant and yet so direct. It's like you know what she's talking about, but then she still manages to sort of put a heavy dose of metaphor in there. Then you have Joni Mitchell, who you never really know quite what she's writing about, but also you get it, and it's not specific to her, but it's something that you can relate to in yourself, and all of a sudden it's not about her, it's about the music, it's about the words, it's about the poetry, it's about the surrender. I've always found it tough to know sort of where I exist with that. Don't like to get, you know, too specific, but I still want it to be something that I know is resonant for me and my experience and my life. Speaking nothing but nothing, it's time to give up. Say nothing or something, I can grow up. Time so lovely, I lose myself in the unknown, tell my feelings, they fly all the way home. You know, this is in my for me, these are words that are so true and so poignant, but I think that they're open enough that somebody else can take them and make them their own. And I think that's, to me, the power and the sort of beauty of writing an album like this is the ability to sort of feel for myself, feel for the things that I've been trying to make sense of, and then let them go and let them be for somebody else, you know. And I think letting sort of that little safety boat be something for someone else too.